What is going on, collectors? Optical 20 back for another video. A surprising and very unusual announcement from Hot Toys. This is Spider-Man 1978. For those young enough, and honestly I wasn't even born when this was being shown, this is an Asian Spider-Man from Japan back in the day. Now this is a Hot Toys exclusive. I didn't even read how many they made. Let's check that out. But I have no idea how popular this is in the West. But growing up in Asia, in the Philippines to be exact, this was shown a lot. Now this was around like 3 p.m. I believe, and then sometimes Sunday morning. When I was younger, this was being shown. So I was watching it along with other, Chinese movies, like kung fu movies back then, alongside there. And, we have some Japanese shows as well, dubbed, obviously. But it was fun, so it brings back memories. This is a release that is not for everyone, obviously, but they made it quite known. They only made 1,500 units of this. So even if this is not for everyone, this is definitely for someone. For the older demographics out there, I guess you can include me in that, even though this is, before my time. But we were always delayed, man, back then when I was younger. This shows wrestling. Wrestling has been, it's going to be out for like months before, we don't have pay-per-views. So we will get it in months. And same goes for this. This was shown in 1977, I think, to 78, something like that. And then it would show in the, late 80s, early 90s when I was growing up. So I have vivid memories of this. And it was fun, alongside the cartoon, the Spider-Man, the Amazing Spider-Man cartoon. This, as a figure, though, it looks funny because they got everything. The color of the blue suit, which is kind of silky, shiny material. I'm not a big fan of the red material that they used for this Spider-Man. I thought that should have been almost the same as the blue fabric that they used, meaning more silky. The web patterns are too refined because that was all over the place back then. Even the mask, I don't even know if the eyes match up clearly. And you can see his mouth, which is cool because you can see his mouth in this picture as well. You can see the seam, the threads on the mask. So don't be alarmed. It was like, well, why is there? Because that is how it used to be. This was a suit that is not for today's standard. If this is for a TV show, so this is not super intricate. You can see the stitching on top and then going across his face. That's how it really was. I believe he has like a gun. He used a gun at some point as well, and then a bat. I can't. I'm going way back here. This is really when I was young. So I believe it's some fun times if you are in that age range. This might have some effect on you. So it's a very unique figure. And I can already see it. People are going to complain about this because it's another Spider-Man. And like I said, it's not for everyone. It's a very unique collector. This is less popular because this was mainly shown in Asia. Then the 68? Is that 68? Batman and Robin, the Adam West Batman and Robin. I had that, and I've never, again, that was being shown when I was younger. Afternoon. Wow, I guess there was a lot of afternoon shows when I was growing up. Is that a thing when you were a kid? You go home from school and then you just start watching old TV shows. I guess I have kids now, and I guess I don't know if there's any cartoons today, or maybe there is. They just don't want to watch TV. They just want to stream and watch YouTube and all that stuff. But those are fun times, man. But as a figure, even though I have fun memories of this, I won't be getting this. Even if this is not exclusive. The fact that it's exclusive, that you have to, queue up, and I'll be interested in this. Do you think this is gonna suffer the same fate as the two other artisan figures that are, quote unquote exclusives, but stayed for a while in Sideshow? Knowing that this is a Sideshow exclusive, I'm pretty sure you can only pick this up at Sideshow. I'm gonna go to Sideshow right now and see if those artisan, I forgot his name, E. Macaro, and then the guy from Death Stranding are even still here. Maybe that would be funny because they're supposedly, like if this is 1,500, I'm assuming they're not gonna sell all 1,500 to Sideshow. And there you go, pre-order E. Macaro. It's still low stock remaining. Finally, it went low stock. But yeah, I can see people picking that up first before this guy. Now he should be, I'm assuming he'll be pretty affordable because he doesn't have any head sculpt. The accessories are pretty scarce. This should be at a max, if I have to guess, I don't know, man, 260. Maybe max at 275, 280. Ideally 260. Anything lower than that, that's probably Hono category, which you can make an argument. Maybe this should have been Hono, because it doesn't have a head sculpt. So, but it's a specialized, exclusive 1978 edition of Spider-Man, and the poses that they put as well is quite funny because that Spider-Man was funny. And then you can do this poses because fabric suit. It's not even those stretchy rubber that we're used to. It's like, oh, it's gonna bounce back. This would definitely bounce back because they are fabric. Those shiny, I don't know, silk fabric that we use. But let me know in the comments, is this something that you would even consider? I know I wouldn't. Like, even if this is regular release, I can't fork out $250 for this. I'd rather spend that somewhere else. But that's just me, and that is somebody who kind of knows this guy. But this is another Spider-Man. But if you have some sort of a collection like this, I don't blame you at all. But let me know in the comments, what do you think about this? Which one would you like to see? I guess they have to release Spider-Man because they sell. But let me know in the comments down below. Thank you for watching. Subscribe to the channel. And as always, I'll see you in the next one.